Steve Kerber at UL set up this very good demonstration, this good experiment. Legacy fuel and modern fuel. I'm sure most of you in the room have already seen the demonstration where he did it in a flashover cell. And this is the beauty of this business, because then I call Steve and I say, Steve, you know, that's a flashover cell. That's not a house, right? Might perform differently in a house. So Steve says, oh, I'm going to build some houses. We'll see what it does. So the legacy fuel is basically sofas. The cushions are made of down, a natural material. The back of the sofa has cotton in it. There may be some wool in there, some kapok in the Target sofa. They're all natural fibers. The modern fuel, however, is made of polyurethane foam, polyesters, right? And what do we see in the modern fuel? Inside, it's darkened down already, right? That home is full of smoke top to bottom. What's that doing for the occupants? Not good. What do you notice with grandma's furniture, or maybe great-grandma's furniture at this point in time? Now, the smoke layer is still developing. We're still in the early growth stage of the fire. We're in that incipient stage of the fire. They just vented. What's happening in the modern fuel side once they vented? They've now reintroduced additional oxygen, and that's going to allow that fire to quickly transition to flashover. What's going on with the old fuel? We're still in the growth stage. We haven't got ventilation limited yet. We haven't gone into that early decay stage. So the fire keeps going. So basically the way the experiment's being run is we're waiting for the legacy fuel to get ventilation limited, get oxygen depleted, be fuel rich, all the same kind of terminology. They mean the same thing. And then they're going to vent it. So we're waiting for it to darken down. And even though this video is sped up in the interest of time, it seems like we're watching paint drying, doesn't it? Well, what the difference is Granddad had more time. So if he opened the door or did some other action, the fire was more forgiving. The new fire is so fuel rich. The house is storing so much energy. There's bigger compartments. It's not as forgiving. Right? So you don't have that luxury of time. Now it's getting darkened down. They're getting ready to vent the legacy. They open the door. They take the window. It's not flashed over yet. It's going to. But again, it takes it a little more time to build that heat release rate to get to the point where it can flash over the room. You see the layer building. You see the on-burn fuels filling that space. They're going to get hot enough to ignite, basically for the conditions for the fire triangle to get those gases burning. And then fully developed, full flashover. Look at the times. It took 4 times as long to become ventilation limited in this demonstration with the older fuel as it did with the modern fuel. Then from the time to ventilation to flashover, the legacy fuels, the natural fuels, over 8 minutes. The time from ventilation to flashover, 2 minutes. How fast does that time go by when you're on the fire ground? Trying to get hoses moved, trying to get people organized, trying to get things